Greetings and welcome. I hope that you are all doing well. Thank you so much for joining me here today where we're going to talk about books. And it is such a beautiful day that I thought I'd come outside to talk with you about them today and not waste this gorgeous weather. Let's get started. And today's book is my most recent read, and it's Never Let Me Go by Kazou Ishiguro. And it's a dystopian novel, and I've seen it described as dark academia meets science fiction, and however you describe it, it is a compelling read. Our main character, Kathy, introduces herself as a carer, and the story is told through Kathy's perspective, her experiences in the present and her recollections of the past. As a child, she attended the Hailsham School. From her conversations with those she cares for, she has come to realize that Hailsham was different from other schools, and in some ways a pretty special place. Those who attended Hailsham were exposed to beauties and opportunities that weren't available at other schools. But there is a darkness hidden under the surface of the school and of the society. I don't want to give away too much, so I'm going to be a little vague. But others who attended the school are important to Kathy, especially Tommy, a classmate and friend, and Ruth, her classmate, friend, and roommate. When they're reunited in the present, their recollections of the past at the school reveal truths about their childhoods and their lives. This story is so well crafted. Every reminiscence not only gives us insight into the past, but advances the story in the present. Characters are people you will truly care about, and it just kept me reading because I wanted to learn more about their lives and discover the resolution of the story. The book definitely has the feel of a dystopian world. The characters have little control over their lives and little autonomy. And with this in mind, I have a few suggestions for similar reads. And first up is one that probably everybody thinks of when they think of dystopian books, and that is The Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood. This is the book I kept thinking of while I was reading Never Let Me Go. Offred is a handmaid. She may leave the home where she works once a day to go to the food markets, where signs are now in images instead of words, because women are no longer allowed to read. Handmaids are valuable only if their ovaries are viable. Offred can remember a time when she lived with her husband and their child, when she had access to jobs and access to knowledge, but now that is all gone. I read this book years ago and it stays with me still today. Piranesi by Susanna, Clarke. It's hard to explain what this book is about, and I don't want to give away too much because if I start talking about it, it's going to be very spoilery. So I'm just going to read part of the blurb in the inside cover. Piranesi's house is no ordinary building. Its rooms are infinite. Its corridors endless. Its walls are lined with thousands upon thousands of statues, each one different from all the others. Within the labyrinth of the halls, an ocean is imprisoned. Waves thunder up staircases, rooms are flooded in an instant. But Piranesi is not afraid. He understands the tides as he understands the pattern of the labyrinth itself. He lives to explore the house. This book was the first book I actually read by Susanna Clarke, and it is just so good. And finally, Babel by R.F. Kuang. And this one is a little different than the others, but it does involve a character, Robin, who actually has very little control over his life. Robin was orphaned by cholera in Canton, China. The mysterious Professor Lovell brings Robin to England, where he is taught Latin, ancient Greek, and Chinese, all for the day when he can attend Oxford University's Royal Institute of Translation, also known as Babel. Here the students are at the center of translation and magic. But underlying this pursuit of knowledge lies darkness. Please be aware if you decide to read Babel, it's a long book, it's like 544 pages, but it is very good. And there we are. I hope you enjoyed this look at Never Let Me Go by Kazou Ishiguro. I hope that if you are interested, you will give it a read or give one of our other titles a read. They are all excellent books in their own way. I'll be back again soon when we will be reading a book that goes in an entirely different direction. It is a YA book called The Blood Years by Elena K. Arnold. It is about the time just prior to and during World War II in Romania, and it is partly based on the author's grandmother's life experiences. So it'll be a really interesting read for all of us, I think. I hope that you will join me then, and until then, I hope that you enjoy all that you do and all that you read. And thank you.